Two. Hi, we started. Getting the connection for you on that. Still? All right,
let's do it.
Welcome everybody to a special edition of At Stumbling Down History Road. We are 2/3 of the normal team that you usually see. I got. I'm Garrett.
I'm Danielle.
Smack.
This is Matt.
So today we're coming to you to talk about something that's going to be happening out on the eastern Long Island this Sunday, the 27th. It's a big party, big festival. For those of you that enjoy taking part in the finer things in life, I think this might be the spot that you want to be at. It's called the Smack Love Bag Festival. It's hosted by the two lovely people to the left of me down at the end. And we're just going to hear, we're kind of just going to talk to you about what's happening, what's going to happen, what to expect, and hopefully hype you guys up to come out and join us, at the end of the week. So, like we said, so give us a little background story as to how you guys got into the cannabis industry, and as well as how you came up with the Smack Love Bag Festival.
So, how we got involved in it was our son, who runs Fridays, had an event coming up last June and was in need of someone to do food. At that point, we weren't doing food for the masses except for our entire tribe at home of 6 kids. So I think mac and cheese. And we went out there, we were doing it just as, to help them out. And at the end of the day, we got to counting and said, oh, shit. And then we was like, wait, maybe we'll do this one more day. So the next morning, I went to Walmart, grease still dripping from the 17-inch grill, returned it, told them it wasn't working, and turned it in for a 28-inch grill. And then the rest was history. We started going from event to event. And there just, I don't know.
So what he's talking about is the creation of Smack Tack Foods, which you can find at numerous events on Long Island, as well as up and down the Eastern Coast. They're actually going to be heading out to Cali to do something. They're up in upstate in Pennsylvania. They do deliveries on Long Island, infused, non-infused food, and it's really fucking good. It's that comfort food, that like that munchy food that you want to get in your system after you've been hitting the fucking bomb all day.
Yeah.
So so they started growing a really nice following with their amazing food and their great vibes. It's easy to resonate with them. So they started just getting a great following with a couple people around the area, and being that they have great soul, great heart, they needed a way to bless the people that were continuing to bless them with with buying their items. So that's where I believe the Smack Attack Love Bag Fest came about.
That is correct. Just to piggyback off what Garrett was just saying, the wife does not partake in any 420 smoking, and I do a little bit, but so in order to reciprocate some of the love to the vendors that support us at every single event that ultimately helped build us to where we are now, try to figure what would be the best way to give back. Would it be a discount on food? Would it be something giving away free food? And I said, no, why don't we create an arena for them to do what they do best, to come in and make money without charging them for a table. And that's how we had the first two, Love That 1 and 2. And then number 3, we figured it was time to do it on a more broad scale and invited
to incorporate some of the people that we deal with upstate, Vermont,
PA,
Maine,
Maine,
everywhere.
yeah. So we couldn't very well do little ones here, little ones there, because it would be too much. It'd be stepping on toes in different areas. So we decided to do it this way, and the response has been crazy. It's crazy. But before I go too far, one day we got in our DM, we got a message from someone asking us if we want to come and possibly utilize a space as a ghost kitchen and do some business. And we were just astonished. We had only been in the business a couple of months.
Who we are.
So, long story short, we knew Nassau at the time was too far for us because we were just establishing ourselves in Suffolk. And then we met the man, Marijinara, Garrett over here. And one thing led to another, and we started doing a monthly mashup where we took both of the menus, his menu and our menu, mashed them up, and we started hosting. He started hosting in Nassau, and the turnout was phenomenal. The response to it was incredible, which led us to doing it in Suffolk, which led us to doing it several times. We were doing it once a month. We're probably behind about 2 months now, but that was due to being in preparation for this. He is also a co-host, so that's huge. And sitting to my right is the top sponsor, family, well, friend turned family, top sponsor, Laughing Gas. So just this whole connection of people. There's a couple of the.
At our very first event.
Yes, but at our very first event, we met her. She spent $60. That's a damn shame I remember that. And she was supposed to, technically she spent $67, and we were giving her back $7 and change in singles. And she gave it back to you and said,
She doesn't do
I don't do singles. So I said,
I don't like her. I think we'll be
I
friends.
said, we're gonna need her.
I said, what am I, a stripper? What am I, singles?
I said, well, I'll strip, baby, give it to me.
And then the music kicked on, the license, she's like, what the
That's
fuck
it.
happened here?
Magic smack.
Magic smack.
I was trying to keep like $1 and quarters or $1 on just so you get in Arizona, you know?
Yeah.
Just in case you got that $1 for the Arizona, you know?
So just a little back story about how things are going and like what's going on. So this is being held in New York on Long Island. So now that it's legal on Long Island to smoke, and it's also legal to sell through various different avenues, they actually just came out with an article in Newsday saying that the state is not going to bust people for holding events such as the one that is being talked about right now. So it's opened up the door for a lot of, I guess, street level type, underground scene events where a bunch of like-minded people that have access to very good weed usually, and they set up a booth and they sell to people that come to from all around to go to these events. They're privately run events. They're very well organized. They're very well guarded. Security and everything is up to the par. People are allowed to come. They hang out. They buy some product. They smoke. They mingle with some friends that they either knew or know or getting to know. And as we stated, Laughing Gas is one of those very big vendors amongst those events that go on a weekly basis now. They start to pop up all over the place. On Instagram, you can find them a lot. If you know the right avenues. So Laughing Gas is one of those vendors. So if you can tell us a little bit about what you're going to be bringing to the event, as well as how you got into the industry.
Sure. Well, I mean, I started using this. I have some medical issues myself, so I started actually using cannabis for my own self, and it was a lot easier than, trying to manage this with pain. But then I realized that so many people around me were in need of the product as well. So I promised myself that I'd develop a company that would help people, not so much just that one sale or, that once every so often. So a friend of mine had developed a drink line, and it was very good for what it was. So I decided to build a company around the idea and make New York curated products. And through doing that and sourcing flower very specifically from specific places and a lot of small batch, I started doing events. And I started meeting different people, meeting different types of cannabis companies and what their missions were. And one day I did an event, I think it was actually a Fridays, and lo and behold, I meet Mr. and Mrs. Smack. It was funny, me and Mr. Smack had something similar going on,
Yes.
and I gave him a t-shirt, and I said, call me when this fits, it'll be the best day ever. And still till this day, he has that t-shirt.
Yeah, I sure do.
So after that, we kind of just started doing the family thing. We started seeing each other more often. We started, hanging out a little bit more in events. And then they came up with this idea, and I was part of the second Love Back Festival. But when this one came around, I've been so much more established, and I've done so much other work around the island for a lot of different people, and I deal with a lot of different people. So being a part of this, I said, I want to give back to the community that's helped me. So that's when I decided, what can we sponsor? So Laughing Gas is going to have one of those money chambers where you can get in, and we're gonna blow smoke in there. It's gonna be all motion picture money. You're not really gonna be able to see anything, but you got 10 seconds to grab whatever you can out of there. And then there will be prizes not only from Laughing Gas, but from a numerous amount of other vendors that are participating in the event. So that'll be one thing that we're doing. Another thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do a car show. So we're going to team up with Woogie's Detailing, and we're gonna bring out some supercars, some classic cars, some modified cars. We will be giving away a half a pound of flour for the best car in show that will be nominated by the patrons.
How do
So
you think my Chevy Venture will compare against these? Because I want that fucking down.
listen, you might win. You might win. You open the doors, everybody get the back and smoke, it'll be all right. I think we'll be okay with that one.
Pull it up.
All right, let's do it. So we're gonna have the gas, we'll have the gas show going on, we'll have the car show going on. Also, just as we were kind of waiting to start this, I was thinking, what else can we do? So there was a game that I used to play as a kid called Chicago. And I went into a store, I needed to grab a lighter or something, and I found the huge raw cone. And I was like, what can we do with this? I looked at Mr. Smith, I said, what can I do with this? I said, how do we entice people with this? So the girl behind the counter said, oh, you could play Chicago. I said, that seems like a good idea. So we're gonna pack 2.5 ounces of some of Laughing Gas best flour into this thing. And you can hit up Smack Attack Foods on Instagram. You could register to do this. We'll do a pets. So we'll do 10 people in the cipher for it. And it's the Chicago Challenge. So you have to hold it, and you can't let out whatever you took in until the person in front of you allows out their smoke. So we'll see how long it lasts, and we'll have some fun doing it.
Yeah.
Sounds like that's gonna be a fun time for sure. That's gonna be some
That'd be
fun.
crazy.
So, to the right of me, I have D. D fits into this because he actually is going to be part of the Stumbling Down History Road team. That's going to be the official news outlet of the event. They've come in as a sponsor.
Yeah, shout stumbling down the road big time.
So they're going to be doing some interviews with some of the people that are at the festival, some of the performers. There's going to be some music acts. There's going to be circus. There's going to be field day, adult field day. So there's going to be a dab off. There's going to be bong pong. There's going to be a bunch of different weed-related events. There's going to be prizes, including an awesome trophy, which I just saw. It's freaking super cool. So now you can tell your dad that you want a trophy for smoking fucking weed. If you ever take a shit not winning any trophies, fucking throw that thing in his face. Yeah, fucking swing those nuts. So if you can just tell us, about how Stumbling Down History Road is going to fit into the equation. I know you kind of been thrown into this, but just let them know what Stumbling Down History Road is about, and like kind of.
Yeah, I mean, if you're kind of on the channel already, you know what we're about. We just cover
There's a couple
nonsense
people that
history, nonsense history, kind of. We get drunk or smoke or fucked up on other things, and just kind of bullshit our way around what's going on. But I mean, we always have the running joke that we're not sponsored or anything like that. So let's kind of start off with this first pseudo sponsorship, or
It's actually a reverse sponsor. Now you can say that we're not sponsored, but we're sponsored.
There you go.
Oh, so we're okay. So we're giving you guys the. All right, there you go. So yeah, reverse sponsor. So wait a minute. But so yeah, we're gonna be there. Be live streamer probably, running some interviews. I'll probably be trying some of the challenges too. See how far I can get with that.
Yeah. Let's do it.
So, but yeah, we're looking forward to covering it. I mean, just even if it helps gets our name out there too, because we're up and coming also and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, it sounds like it's gonna be a fun collab and everything. You
Yeah.
know, I want to
Definitely.
try more for the future and everything. Just definitely guys to get you on some actual like regular episodes too and stuff. You guys got whatever topics you want.
We love it.
We're open to pretty much any topic. We'll rehash topics that we've already covered if you want. It's, you know, whatever works.
Let's do it.
All right, so you're getting into competitions. We also have a chopped cheese eating competitions. You in? There's one more spot left.
Maybe. I'm not the one with the bottomless stomach. Jackson is.
Uh-oh.
All right, well,
Jackson,
Jackson,
you're in.
what about we got the dab up sponsored by High Tolerance.
Good,
That one I
got a
could
dab
probably
off
get
on
through.
everything.
This one, yeah, he's the dad off. We might be able to get.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm interested in that Chicago one because that sounds fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Get it.
Dab off is bring your own bomb.
Yeah, break.
Oh, sorry. I don't smoke. Sorry. So I get a pass. Bring your own ring. Sorry.
Little behind the camera. I also don't smoke for that chopped cheese. Is it just infused or is it?
It's not infused.
Not
Okay.
It's not infused.
Not
I might be participating in that.
There you go. Let's do it.
There you go.
Yo, also shout Flavor Boys on the door gifts, on the entry gifts for the attendees. Disposable, you know he always brings something big to the table. So shout him, shout Everything Entertainment, taking care of all the music. Big NY Sector for putting it all together. I hate doing these type of things. I miss it.
Always in it to get
Mystical Mary Jane for sponsoring and taking care of the circus.
You got this little promo thing right
Yeah,
here.
promo.
Yeah.
If you want to read off some stuff.
So there's gonna be a lot of stuff that's happening. I'll give you guys just a little rundown. We got the chopped cheese eating contest, right? There's gonna be prizes in the weed chamber.
Yep.
There's gonna be an education station, which actually
Yes.
we should definitely touch on the education
Yep.
station, because when it comes to the weed culture and cannabis and everything, it's smear campaigned on one side because they want you to think it's terrible, but the real aspect of it is it's a tool, it's a medicine. It's used to help a lot of people, and the education behind it seems to get lost in some of the smear campaigns. So for those of you that are novice, or some of you, those of you that do want to just get a better idea of the actual educational purposes, the medical purposes through the education, this is a good tent. The education tent is going to have a lot of very knowledgeable vendors talking about how cannabis is used when it's used properly, the amazing things that it can do for people. So if you want to just break down some of the people that will be in the education tent.
All right, so pretty sure. So we have BDF Genetics. They will be talking about anxiety or stress and what works best for you, what product works best for you. We have Top Notch Tincture talking about
Wait, was the endocrine system?
yes. ET Gardens will be talking about terpenes. Will be teaching you how to roll a hash hole. They have a look and learn section as
Did
well.
you say
as
asshole?
hash hole? Hash.
Okay.
HASH.
Roll the asshole.
I don't roll an asshole. First, locate somebody you think is an asshole. Kill them
I
on
do-
the side and push them down the hill.
I do want to give a little shout out to Top Notch Tincture because they were on us with the CBD episode that we did.
Yeah, top notch.
Yeah,
Yes.
Fantastic guy, very knowledgeable. I mean,
He's a genius.
Yeah.
He's a genius.
we've done a couple episodes on stumbling down about the legality of marijuana as a whole and how Harry Anslinger basically demonized it.
Shout out to that asshole.
Yeah,
Roll him.
he's the asshole that you're rolling.
Talking about rolling assholes.
And then we did one more about CBD and the medicinal purposes about it with Top Notch, and he's just a fantastic guy. Check him out.
Yeah,
And
The last
to
one
finish what you were
is
saying, there's a look and
Ella
learn,
Oh,
look
okay.
and learn,
Looking, learn.
and a hands-on
Yes.
for NY Terps.
Yep. And then Ella Rosin will be talking about
Pesticides,
pesticides and how to determine if you have an issue and how to take care of that.
yes. So we got a lot of expertise popping up on this panel.
So basically the panel is going to cover pretty much everything from the health municipal purposes to ingestion, the roll, as well as the grow. So it's going to cover
Correct.
pretty much any aspect of the whole entire field of the cannabis plant.
So,
Correct.
will they tell us how many marijuanas you have to inject to overdose?
So, which actually we learned on, if you were paying attention, I don't know how fucked up you were for that episode, but
It's been a minute.
shout out to Joe from Top Notch. He actually explained to us that the reason that you cannot overdose on marijuana is because there is no receptor in your brain that can flood enough, because there's no CBD receptor. So since there's no THC or CBD receptor in your brain, it doesn't overflow, which will then cause you to overdose, which is what happens when you do like heroin or something that you do overdose on. There's too much of a flow. There's too much.
It sounds like you're giving a little bit of the lesson away for free.
Well, I mean, because he brought it up, so I was
Also make a
just, so
shitty joke.
go
Well, all
to
the
go to
classes are
Joe.
free though. They're all
Yeah.
free 30-minute classes.
30-minute
Yeah,
class.
all the classes are free, so all you have to do is show up. We'll
Awesome.
have to schedule out their 30-minute time slots. It'll probably be in the morning to early afternoon. We'll probably be getting that schedule up by Wednesday. So if you're interested, all you have to do is just come.
Shout high in the chief for the puff and pamper chair massages.
Yes, she will be providing everyone who gets a massage with her with some Blue Dream to enjoy while you get your massage. So that's cool.
That's cool.
We
That's a
got,
cool little, yeah, that's a sweet little perk.
Like the artiste, he will be doing live painting.
Yeah, Spike the artist,
Spike.
that guy's fucking
Spike.
lit. He does some fire fucking drawings.
Yeah, Spike's
right.
awesome. He free drew my logo at
Oh,
one
sick.
of the events. Yeah, it was a really, really awesome experience. Definitely was worth it.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah.
So
He has
Shout out to him. He's
highest
the
quality
resident,
art.
resident artist for 631 Gallery. Yeah.
yeah,
Big
the
things
lab
happening
bros will
over
be
there.
there. So this event, as we stated, it's going to be on Sunday, August 27th. You can follow at Smack Attack. You can get more information through there. The location of the event will not be released until I believe 24 hours or 48 hours beforehand. So there's going to be 75 plus vendors on a.
Yeah,
on a-
we're at 89 to be
So-
exact now. Yes,
So
sir.
almost 90 vendors, right? So you're talking about 90 vendors with top quality weed, from all over Eastern Long Island, right? You're gonna have some of the premier vendors up here. You're gonna have music. You're gonna have a circus. You're gonna have a car show. You're gonna have a massage section. We're gonna have education. We're gonna have food,
Craft vendors.
craft vendors. So this is going to be a event that it doesn't seem like you're going to want to miss if you have a pulse.
That's right.
If you enjoy doing things, I think you're going to need to want to be here. It's a 21 over event because, as stated, it's going to be marijuana involved, and you have to be 21 or over in the state of New York to participate in smoking weed legally. So that is, if you plan on going and you're under 21, I'm sorry. Wait till you're 21. We'll be doing this again, and you can come out then. But
At this point, this has almost kind of become like a mini con, like a Comic-Con
Yeah.
setting.
I'll take that.
I'll take Canacon.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
I like that.
like a
I'll take that all day.
Canacon, Canastock, you know. Like,
Yeah.
so
I'm kind of, oh, sorry. No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
this whole event is based off of love. It's based off of
Right.
togetherness, unity, friendship, old friends, new friends, coming together, enjoying a day, which it's going to be a beautiful day, and we're going to party no matter what. But the weather looks like it's going to hold up for us. We're going to have a good day. We're going to fucking hang out. So if you don't have a good vibe, then this isn't the spot for you.
We're bridging the gaps. Bridging the gaps.
This is going to be something where there's going to be people hanging out. We're going to be eating food. We're going to be enjoying each other's company. It's built off of love. It's called the Love Back Fest for a reason. It was put together to give back to people that have supported the organizers, Mr. and Mrs. Smack. So again, this is a good vibes only event. If you're not bringing good vibes, keep your shit at home, and we hope to see you there. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I'm hopefully going to be able to take part in the Chicago event. Maybe I'll sneak my freaking my Chevy Venture into the car show.
Let's
I
do
think
it.
that's a good idea.
I think that's
I think
awesome.
it's a great idea.
I think it is.
And we'll see how many votes we get. You know, I'll be the underdog.
You got my
Yeah.
But I'll just put a fucking core on the back and I'll put a fucking bomb. And I think
That's
that'll
it.
There you
There
go.
you
I
go.
bet you.
Jim, vote on
Best
it.
car and
That'd
show
be the
right
hot box
there.
car. You know what?
Yep.
You know what? That probably would
I
be.
like
so-
that.
Yeah.
Again, this is going to be out in Suffolk, so out in Western Long Island. The spot to be determined. We already know where it is, so don't worry. But you'll find out soon. Follow @Smack Attack Foods if you're not following them already. You can follow @Official Laughing Gas. You can follow @Stumbling Down History Road if you're watching this on the live stream.
Marijinara.li.
Marijinara.li if you'd like. And don't miss this event because I'm telling you, the way this looks, if you go to this flyers all over the place. Once you start following one of the vendors, you'll see what they're talking about. This is no joke. You can see this.
And I want to just add one thing, going back to the whole love back idea. It's not just for the vendors who have supported us, it's also for customers, because we've gotten new customers, new delivery customers. We've met people who, when we've gone to an event and they see us again, they're like, oh, I'm so glad you're here. So we are expanding the love to them as well. The entry fee is $2. Basic fee is $2. That just gets you in the door. Now, if you want enhanced entry, it's $5. But what that gets you is $5 off every booth that's on the enhanced vendor list. So when you get there, you'll get that list, and everyone who's on it will give you $5 off of a purchase that they determine. It could be $5 off of an item, or it could be $5 off of a minimum purchase. But like, we want to show love to everybody. Everybody's been good to us. Like, they've basically given us a change of life. Like, I quit my job. So like, we really, from the bottom of our heart, really appreciate everybody. And this is the best way that we know to show that to everyone.
And I want to make something clear. There are people that we owe the same reciprocation to that are not on this particular one, but have been on previous ones. So if someone is not here, that you could say to yourself, I watch them support you all the time. Trust me, there's a reason, and none of it's a negative. Whatever it is, whether it's we maxed out, whether timing didn't line, maybe they had other stuff already planned. Just know that this doesn't limit the amount of people that we have to show gratitude to. And again, always shout Fry Fridays for the original platform, for sponsoring Love Back 1 and 2. With my man Erwan, I gotta support nephew. He supported us so much. I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to it. Sunday, August 27th. Let's do something big for the island. This is just for everybody. This is not for us to shine. This is no money grab. This is for everyone to come out and say, look what Long Island did together. You know, even this is for people, like I said, friends, old friends, new friends, and even people that might not see eye to eye, might not want to be in the same room as each other. Let's bridge the gap. Let's do it. Let's bring this shit back to where it was before. It got to be a foundation of love, period. And that's why I just want to make sure I run through. If I forget anybody, say it. I just want to shout Laughing Gas, definitely big sponsor. Flavor Boys, High Tolerance. Who else am I missing? No, I'm missing
Marijinara.
No, he's cold. He
got Woogie's.
different level. Got Woogie's, Disposable, Mystical Mary Jane.
Top Notch Tinker doing the education.
Yeah, we got a bunch of people doing the educations, but yeah, I just want to make it. If I missed you, obviously it's not done purposely, but yeah, let's get to it, man. It's gonna be a good time.
Are we expecting this to be the biggest like lead con effectively in New York, or at least Long Island?
I would
To
like to
date?
believe so. I'll tell you what, the feedback that we're getting, I can show you multiple messages that say this is the biggest thing I've seen in Long Island. I hope that's how it turns out. I want it to be that for everyone. I want everyone to leave. I want everyone happy. Every attendee, every vendor, every sponsor, myself, my wife, the performances.
Yeah.
We got it.
I was skipping that.
Wait, definitely. That's
Yeah,
you kidding me?
performances.
Man, I knew you left something out.
Yeah, we almost fucking.
Everything entertainment, right? they putting everything together in conjunction with NY Sector. As far as the artists go, I'm gonna leave that to you. But everything's gonna be also hosted by Gucci Dane and Kayla Ray, which is the energy they're gonna bring alone. I promise you, a treat is not even the word. And I hate to even try to go down the list of names.
I think I might have it.
All right, so do it.
Yeah.
And if she misses one,
Please.
y'all know where to find her.
Yeah.
August 27th.
Alphabetical, no pressure.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Don't add us, add her.
Oh, run it up, Echo.
Oh, absolutely.
Y'all will learn about that on August 27th. So go ahead.
So we have Kat Torres. She will be performing some ukulele performances, which is really cool. We have Freedom. We have Chulo, Lane Brody. We got Sean Barrows, T. Hefe, Una Marie. Yeah, Una Marie. Yes.
Yes.
Of course, NY Sector.
No.
Those are the performances.
Okay. Those are the actual
Yeah.
individual performances.
Individual
Got you.
performances.
And those are going to be all running on one stage. Is there going to be multiple stages of this?
It's going to be one stage.
So we'll
Okay.
have a schedule for that soon. Hopefully by Wednesday.
Oh, shout out DJ Legend and DJ AJ.
Yes.
I don't even have to speak for them.
Amazing DJs, and they're handling all of the sound production, so that's very much appreciated. And then we're actually going to have the NY Sector Cypher. So there'll be 10 artists who will be in a cypher. Don't know what it is. It's pretty much a group, and they will all take a little, I don't know how much time, but they'll take an allotted amount of time, and they all will rap on one beat. So everybody goes
Freestyle?
almost like it's
Freestyle?
yeah,
Freestyle, yeah.
Sweet.
And
That's
the
what
beat
you
is done by
Run it up, Echo.
Run It Up Echo, new producer, young, 19 years old.
Him and NY Sector got some heat coming too. Good lord.
Yeah, y'all
Mm.
you don't even
Yeah,
know.
actually, I just turned my homie, NRG.
Yeah.
I turned him on to it. It's like,
Oh,
yo, you gotta
nice.
get with him, like, you gotta fucking make
Nice.
Oh,
music
that's
with him.
cool.
Nice. I'm hoping to try to get them to release something that day, but Sector acting funny. Stop acting funny, Sector.
It takes time, we understand.
I don't
But
understand.
I'm on his
Release
side
it.
with that. I think you should. It's super fire. But
So there's also a mini circus going on now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that like mini circus or? is
Actually,
that-
I don't know. You would know the.
No. Not me.
just
Not me.
alone.
Yeah, it's still, it's just Ringling Brothers scaled down a little bit.
Okay. So we're thinking like 18-inch Stonehenge.
Yes, 18.
24.
24 inch? Okay.
No lion, tigers, or bears,
There's
though.
6-inch gap
I
there.
know.
6-inch gap there. 6 inch.
But yeah, Mr. Mary J putting on for that. Big shout to them over there. They hooked us up with that, trying to make us different, trying to bring something a little different. That's all.
Will there be tiny elephants?
What is this?
Well,
Another for ants?
If we have any, that'd be cool. It depends. I'll tell you what. Yeah, you smoke the right shit. You might think you see it.
Right.
Spend some time in the venture. You might think so.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what I was going to do before. I'm super biased towards the food, so I gotta shout.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even talk about any of the food vendors that are being, not even me, I don't even.
We'll leave
I don't
us
know
to
how much
last.
I'll be able to do on the
Let's-
road.
See Moe's Munchies on there.
Yes, Moe's Munchies.
Moe's Munchies, got
Got
fire.
Death by Donuts.
Got that, yep.
Um,
Yeah,
we
Yeah,
got-
she has her DIY donut, like buffet type of thing. You
Yeah.
definitely don't want to miss
Oh,
You got
every
infusory?
Wednesday.
Yes.
You got the infusory
that.
vegan.
Usually,
Yeah.
yep, they'll have the
Always
vegan.
at
the
Infusory
Something
is
for
golden.
everybody.
Infusory, my guy, I hit him up and it was no question. He's like, yo, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I got the
Those
whole
are-
vegan
those are-
set held down. Jack of all trades. I don't even have to speak for her. I'm not even gonna talk on anyone's menu because I don't know what they have planned for that day. Everybody's trying to get a little fancy that day. But I know whatever she's bringing that along with a show at the same time.
Of course we got.
Marijinara, you already know what he does. You might get some extra special things that day. I don't know, but Marijinara, Pizza King. So Smack Attack Foods, we like to think that we do our thing. I want to double back to Moe's Munchies real quick because she has that non-infused and the infused goodies for you. And
And
So
I'm hoping
Wait,
I
did you
can
just say
convince her.
infused non?
And infused
Not
and
infused,
non-infused.
non. Oh, no, that would be a
Oh,
good
that might
idea.
be a good idea.
Yeah.
We can do that. We can do that.
He loves
She's a
non.
foodie, so
Yeah,
that might be
listen.
good for
And
Alex.
then non-infused non, and then the
All right, I'm calling her.
Oh, wait.
Oh, Quality, hold on.
Wait, and for this one, for the people who know dyslexia art, you're probably wondering
Oh,
why I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about her in the food segment. I'm gonna have to let you wait and see. But I'm telling you, look out for dyslexia art that day.
Yep.
I promise you something special is on the way, period.
All right, so since we're doing the food, should I do the second slot or no?
Yeah,
Well,
go
you
ahead.
did it now, girl.
Yeah, my
I mean,
Yeah,
I
turn.
did it.
yeah.
Yeah,
You open that can.
You
Go ahead,
open
do
the
it.
can't open, go ahead.
We had an idea to do a whole separate food concept, but it's just gonna be too much that day. So we will have
The birth of.
of the Juicy Smack Devco. So it will be made right in front of you, teas, juices, smoothies, and one of my faves, Trek the Witch, will be manning that tent with and for me. He came up with this whole amazing menu, so you guys are in for a treat with that.
Look for a little possible surprise collaboration powered by Laughing Gas. I'm not giving all the details on that.
Oh,
I'm not giving all the details on that one.
Can't tell nobody
Yo.
about that, that's secret.
Yeah, we're gonna hold that one down. Shout Keith, shout McFly, shout Gabby. I think that's. If I missed you, you know I love you.
I mean, we'll have another chance to do it the day of,
Yeah.
because I'll write people down as they walk in to make sure we don't miss anybody.
Yeah.
That's okay, when you got the mystical Mary Jane watching your door, you'll be all right.
Oh, I already know.
You'll be all right.
I ain't even worried about nothing.
We're also going to be running around day doing interviews with all the vendors, doing interviews with a bunch of
Have your
people.
interview face on ready.
We're gonna
coming ready.
try and set up a little bit of a booth, do something like this, and have an actual live stream of one of our episodes, just kind of going over the
That's
history
really
of type
awesome.
stuff. Whoever wants to show up, if you want to, spend 20 minutes just bullshitting about the history of fucking, I don't know, trains. Go have fun with it,
I
man.
like trains.
And they are the official press outlet for everything Smack Love Back. Do not get it twisted. They are the official press outlet. Anything Smack Love Back, you're gonna hear it from them. That
Appreciate
day,
that.
come and have fun. It's gonna be freaking amazing. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a great day, man.
We also got mini detailing too. Apparently.
Oh yeah,
Right?
Woogie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Woogies.
Woogie.
Try and get your car a little detail, get the smell out for you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's after the car show.
After the car show, absolutely.
Air freshener.
Oh yeah.
All that hot boxing.
All of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, no, Woogie's is definitely on point. And yo, I
He'll
want
have
to shout.
his cards out in the
Yeah,
car show
Woogie
as
will
well.
have his cars
Oh, it's
out.
gonna be some
Yeah.
monsters out there.
Fast cars?
It's gonna be a lot of. It's gonna be some fun things out there. A
Carol
lot of
Shelby would
people
be proud.
interested. A
Shout
lot
out
of
to
great
Dave.
feedback.
There we go.
Oh, and we're gonna have a motorcycle showcase. We got a couple people rolling up, probably about 30 deep.
Where's your cycle?
Gonna showcase the motorcycles. This is gonna be crazy. I forgot about that as well. That was a new addition. Yeah. Oh, this is about to get stupid.
So-
this is about to get stupid.
For those of you guys that haven't been paying attention, we got
Don't
this
miss
event.
this.
It's on the 27th of August, the last Sunday in August. You want to spend your Sunday here. Football's going to be starting soon. You're not going to really want to leave the house. And if you do, you're going to want to be stacked up. Well, I guess we should. Brandon, you want to get some fucking weed for football season?
Yeah,
You can stack up on every fucking thing you need for the entire fucking football season.
Yeah.
One stop. You
Yeah.
can go to all these vendors, you can get fucking weed from everywhere you can think of, right?
Oh, let me say one thing before I forget. I want to shout every single vendor, store, information center, random person that we don't know that took it upon themselves to post out flyer, that took it upon themselves to distribute flyers, to post on Instagram about the event. It does not go unnoticed. We got nothing but love for all of you. It's crazy because people started seeing us do the old school flyer game, right? Because Smack's 49 years old, so I got a lot of old
Yes.
school left in
Smack
me.
it.
Not
Totally.
Mrs. Smack. I'm not stupid. She's 27.
Aw.
But anyways, no, really, I got a lot of old school ethics, and that street pounding the pavement thing is just in us. And we passed these out, 10,000 of them between Pennsylvania, Connecticut, New Jersey, New York, Maine, and not Maine, yes, Maine and Mass. And we got some down to Maryland, because we got a lot of artists coming from out of Maryland. But anyways, just the amount of energy and love showed for us behind this promo work has been incredible. So shout everybody that even touched the flyer, reposted it, inquired, reached out, whatever, shout all of you. And I hope that Sunday you come down to see that it was all worth it.
If you're in the Northeast, just come on out. It's going to be a blast.
Bottom line.
Eastern Long Island, 10 a.m. to 8
I
p.m.
know driving
Bottom
out
line.
Western
Full
Mile
day
kinda
with
sucks, but it'll be worth it.
So
Yeah, that's-
we developed so many relationships on the road, and this is like, we're gonna see it all come to fruition with being good people, which I like to think we are, and just developing great relationships everywhere. We're seeing what the fruit of that labor come to fruition this Sunday, and I can't be happier. It gets me emotional. I don't care, man, enough to say it,
Yeah, no, and
period.
that's part of why people resonate with you, because you're fucking real.
Yeah, gotta be.
Real is real. So, again, Sunday, August 27th, just to let you know how this is, we have people coming in from all over the East, right? We have from Vermont, from all the way up in Vermont, all the way down to Pennsylvania, I believe, right?
You said some Maryland.
Maryland.
That's us, Maryland.
Oh,
So
no.
from Vermont.
NC, actually.
Oh,
Really?
really? That's right, that's
Wow.
right.
So think about that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
think about the people that are coming to travel here because they understand how epic this is going to be.
Just to vend. Just to vend.
Just to be,
Yeah.
just
Just
to
for
be
the
vendors,
vendors.
because they understand that the Smack family, the Smack way, is the way that people should be. They should be kind, courteous, respectful, caring, genuine, right? And that's why there is a response. That's why there is a flyer with 75 on here, and it was growing to the point where now there's 90 that I don't even think would fit on this flyer. It's not because of anything other than their realness, right? It's because they're real people. So they have set up hotels in the area because they know that people are coming. So think about that. This is a festival. It might be one day, but people are going to be coming here, ascending on Long Island for the weekend. They're getting a room. They're going to be hanging out, and they're going to be here for this. So people are going to be coming from Vermont and Maryland and North Carolina, and you're going to make an excuse, and you're on Long Island, then you're just making an excuse. Get your ass out of the fucking house and get there. Be there.
That's right. In the words of the flyer, hit the gas.
Hit the
You know what I mean?
gas.
Hit the gas.
Hit the gas and come through.
Let's go. Yeah, man, this is beautiful. I love it. Appreciate y'all hosting
Of
us here, and
Yeah,
appreciate
thank you
you
for
guys
this. This is
having us
awesome.
on. This was
Yeah.
super dope. Super dope. It's a great lead up, and it couldn't happen at a better time. Good things come to good people. Let's get it, guys.
Let's go.
All right.
Thank you for your time, everybody. We look forward to seeing you out there. And again, look us up, Stumbling Down History Road. Check them out on YouTube. Smack Love Back, Smack Attack Foods, Laughing Gas. Check us out on IG, Marijinara, Stumbling Down History Road again. Don't forget those names because they're going to be all over the fucking spot.
Toxic
You get
waste, gas pipes, mystical Mary Janes. You can get all of that down there. Come check it out. You ain't gonna want to miss it.
How many milligrams are in that toxic waste there?
This one is 300. We actually just redefined the recipe for 600.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah.
See, it takes at least 600 to just start affecting me. Wow.
Oh, so stop by the table.
Stop by the table.
She got some things to
See,
affect.
like,
I
Stop by the
promise.
table. We'll have you an extra infusion.
Yeah.
This guy's on one side of the spectrum and this guy's on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, him when he gets anything in his system, it's completely shut down. Me, I just keep going. I take that
Keep
stuff.
going.
He's what we call advanced darkness. Sorry, SpongeBob reference.
SAF. Let's go. Snack Attack Foods.
You guys were awesome.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thanks
you.
for having us.
Yo, you can get us at on Instagram, Smack Attack Foods, plural, with the number 2 at the end. The number 2, Smack Attack Foods, number 2.
Instagram.
_ official laughing gas _ That's how you can find us on Instagram.
at Marijinara.li, I think. Might not be a dot, but there is
There is.
definitely an L.
There is, I know it. And then,
Someone down history.
yeah, YouTube, Instagram, whatever.
We gotta, I think we
And
gotta-
Gen
we
D
gotta
Real
take
Estate,
off
Gen D Real Estate. Okay, what's your IG?
GenD.real estate, 2 N's.
That's right.
There you go.
All your real estate needs. Stop playing. Multifaceted over
All
there.
right, so that's a wrap for this one. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank
you guys
you.
for joining us. Helping us out.
Oh, shit, the clap button.
Don't stop this live, lady.
How we do?
All right.
Do you guys have anybody on the